Hello everyone, my name is Kenneth Jefferson Tilarida, a student of BSMLS 1A. Have you ever faced your decisions and wondered what is the truly right thing to do here? For centuries, philosophers have tried to answer that exact question. Today, I will be discussing the possible similarities and differences between the three major ethical theories that guide human morality: virtue, ethics, utilitarianism, and deontological ethics. Let's start with the virtue ethics. It's very rooted to philosophy of Aristotle. Unlike other frameworks that give you a strict rule book, virtue ethics are all about characters. It argues that if you focus on becoming a good person, the right action will follow the effort effortlessly. Aristotle introduced the concept of golden mean, which means finding the sweet spot between the extremes. For example, the courage is a midpoint between the vices of cowardice and recklessness. By practicing these virtues and learning from moral examples, we develop practical wisdoms. The ultimate goal is to achieve what is Greek called eudaimonia, which translates to human flourishing and a life well lived. Next, we have utilitarianism, a consequentialist theory founded by thinkers like Jeremy Bentham and John Stuart Mill. If virtue ethics focus on characters, utilitarianism focuses on purely on results. Its core principles is simple: for greatest good, for the greatest number. It argues that our actions should maximize happiness and minimize suffering. For utilitarian, intentions don't matter, the outcome does. Think of the classic Batman dilemma. Batman refuses to kill Joker because of the personal code, but strict utilitarianism would argue that Batman should eliminate the Joker to prevent the suffering of thousands of future victims. Evaluate choices from the perspective of benevolent spectator, also aiming for maximizing overall utility. Finally, we have the ontological ethics, family championed by Immanuel Kant. If utilitarianism is about outcome, the ontological is about the action itself and our strict duty to follow the absolute moral rules. Kant believed morality is delivered from pure reason through what he called categorical imperatives. Categorical imperatives commands you must follow regardless of your personal desires. One formulation is the universality principle. You should only take an action if you would be okay with everyone in the world doing it at all the time. For instance, stealing or lying is always wrong because if everyone lied, trust would collapse entirely. Kant also argued that we must always treat human beings as an and in themselves, respect their autonomy, and never as mere means to our own goals. So how do these three theories compare? The stark difference is what they evaluate to determine morality. Virtue ethics evaluate the character of the person making the choices. Utilitarianism evaluates the consequences of the choice, while deontology evaluates the action itself and the duty behind it. For example, if lying saves a life, utilitarianism says definitely lie to save the life. Deontologists say never lie under any circumstances. And virtue ethics says, and virtue ethics asks, what would an honest, compassionate person do in the exact context? Despite their differences, they share all profound similarity are attempts to give humanity a rational framework for navigating complex moral dilemmas without relying solely on personal bias. In our daily lives, we actually use a mix of all three. We try to be good people. We hope our actions have positive results. We follow fundamental rules. Understanding these theories give us the philosophical tools to understand why we choose what we do. Thank you so much for listening. Goodbye.